When I was a kid, my brothers and I, and my sister, we all loved to play in the dirt. I don't know what it is about dirt, but something about getting in the dirt, playing in it, is always fun. Then I remember when we were first taken to the snow. And every single time I look up at the mountains, I remember going to the snow for the first time, playing in the snow, seeing people skiing and thinking, that's incredible. They get to play in the snow that's on top of the dirt on skis and run down the mountains, and it just looked joyous to me in every single way, and it drew and it attracted me. I think we get to a spot in life where we become cynical. Where pretty soon dirt's just dirt, that's it. Pretty soon snow's just something beautiful to look on in the mountains. And pretty soon we lose our sense of play, and I think there's good reason for it. You look at the news of the day and you think about, yeah, you know what? There's a lot of real work that needs to be done. There's some real horrible things that are happening in the world today. Whether you go from the homeless, whether you go to our politician and our political leadership, whether you go to the heinous things that are happening in the world and the violence that's taking place. And then Jesus invites us to come and to be a part of his kingdom. And this is what he tells us. He says, my kingdom, it's inside of you. That's what I'm preaching on this weekend. The kingdom of God that's inside of us. And I think maybe when we were little children and we got on our knees and we went down in the dirt, there was something that cried out for us to find a kingdom. Maybe when I was a little boy and I went up to the mountain for the first time and saw the snow and saw people somehow find control coming down great hillsides, there was something inside of me that thought, wow, these people have found a way to control the elements in the kingdom. And yet as children, all the way into adulthood, I think as adults, we shoot missiles, we send men and women off to war, thinking that maybe we can find a way to control the kingdom. And we forget all along that Jesus said, and I know that we've taken for granted what Jesus said, and I know people have bastardized what Jesus said in churches across the nation, but this is what he said. He said, the kingdom of God is within you. And unless you discover the innocence of a child, you'll never have the kingdom, and you'll never experience its joys. I don't know about you, but I've chased after an awful lot of stuff in my lifetime, from the time I was a kid in the dirt till the time I was an adult chasing money, until I found some peace in believing that the kingdom of God was within me, and I had the opportunity to open up and share God's kingdom with everyone I met. I didn't have to be afraid of what was going on around me in the world, and even when I was afraid, I could find hope and hold on to that hope, like a child whose innocence turns to his father. It's been a blessing for me sharing these videos, because I feel like in each one of them I have the opportunity to share a bit of the kingdom that's inside of me. Are you sharing the kingdom that's inside of you today? When you were a kid, it never bothered you to invite a friend to play in the dirt. When you're an adolescent, you went snow skiing, it never bothered you to invite a friend to go play in the snow. When you're an adult and you had to go to war, you prayed that there would be someone by your side who knew what they needed to do. And now, at this point in your life, are you willing to trust Jesus to believe that the kingdom is within you and that you can go into 2020 kinder, gentler, in fact, rediscovering the innocence of a child? And Jesus said that's the only way anyone will ever have a real place in my kingdom, is with that innocence. To do that, it would take a miracle, because it's so easy to fall down into mediocrity. To rediscover innocence in these old lives and these old bones and these bodies that have been through so much and have pursued so many different things that was not innocent at all. To somehow find innocence would require legitimate surrender to kindness, to gentleness, to a childlike faith. It's what I'm looking for in 2020. It's my resolution to resolve to that childlike faith, to pull away from that which has pulled me away from the innocence that God calls me and created me to, and to step away from the mediocre aspects of life. And Lord help us, if you think these kingdoms of the world are strong, they're mediocre. This mediocrity, it comes and it goes. Only God's kingdom is eternal. And for us to say, I'm tired of being mediocre, I'm ready to be miraculous in all I say and do, requires a new surrender to innocence. It's my resolution for the year ahead. I would invite you to come with me. Hey, together, you and me, we can be the miracle. I'm going to finish my run. I'm going to go visit a friend in the hospital. Then I've got the afternoon free. Who knows what kind of innocent trouble I'll get myself into. Have a fantastic New Year. Have a fantastic Friday. Have a great weekend. Come on out to Central Community this weekend. I'm really excited about the new series I'm preaching titled Shifting Forward. Let's shift forward together. God bless you. Have a great day. Be the miracle.